Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. And I'm going to tell you today 4 things that you can do to increase your not only lifespan, which is how long you live, but your health span, which is how long you live without disease. First and foremost, exercise. That is the number one thing that you can do and the most powerful intervention that you can do to increase both lifespan and health span. Health span. Remember, guys, medicine is really good at extending life, as evidenced by the number of nursing homes that are growing in quantity, but also in residents, because there are hundreds of thousands of people in nursing homes that are above 80 years old, but they're sitting there with a diaper on and drool coming off their chest. And I'm not trying to be ugly, but I'm just telling you the facts. They have a life span, but they don't have a health span. So the number one thing that you can do is exercise. What type of exercise? I don't freaking care. Do something, move, do something. And here are the reasons why exercise is absolutely so critical to both of those lifespan and health span. Number one, very simply, chronic disease. And you know what the 4 major chronic diseases are? They're called the 4 horsemen: cancer, heart disease, metabolic syndrome, and neurodegenerative diseases. So what's happening is cardiovascular health is improved by increasing your circulation, increasing the pliability of the vessel walls, and removing toxins. So why wouldn't you want to exercise, right? So we also talk about metabolic health a lot on this channel because it's that important. My personal opinion, it's probably more important than anything because metabolic health has been shown to be a driver, the primary driver and factor in neurodegenerative, cardiovascular, and cancers. And why is that? It's because of inflammation. Inflammation causes all of these things that I just said to you. So what are we talking about that exercise does? Very simply, helps regulate blood sugar levels, helps improve insulin sensitivity, and maintain a healthy weight, which is obvious. Guys, all of those things are super, super critical for longevity and metabolic health. So what else? As we get older, muscle mass and bone density begin to plummet. Most of us who are not over 50, which is probably, if you're watching this, probably you, we are not focused on protein content and lifting to not only maintain but increase muscle mass. But guys, this is so important because, like I said, muscle mass and bone density decline naturally once you get at a certain age. And if you're not doing something to prevent this, you're directly contributing by not preventing it. You're directly contributing to frailty and a higher risk of falls and fractures. I mean, strength and weight bearing exercises are the way to slow and reverse this. It's very simple. Not only that, but you're improving mobility and flexibility and independence at your age. I mean, being 90, wonderful. I hope I live to be 90, but I don't want to do it sitting in a nursing home in a diaper. So again, so important to be doing strength training and muscle mass for strength training and muscle mass. So all right, so what else does exercise do? It's shown to improve mood and reduce symptoms of depression and moodiness, and helps promote neurogenesis, which is just very simply, it's the new growth of brain cells. So what does that do? That prevents cognitive decline, i.e. neurodegenerative diseases like dementia, like Alzheimer's. You've heard me say this before. I don't want any part of that. I wouldn't think you would either. So again, a little bit of simple exercise can combat all of this stuff. Okay, so another thing that exercise does, inflammation and cellular aging. So what happens? What do we talk about all the time? We talk about inflammation, oxidative stress. What does that lead to? Metabolic syndrome. What does that lead to? Cardiac disease, um, cancer, and neurodegenerative diseases. All of these things, again, they're an umbrella for inflammation, which leads to aging faster. So exercise promotes autophagy, which is eating bad cells. So if you have cells that are aging and they don't function and they don't fire properly and they cause cognitive decline, exercise helps promote blood flow and increase circulation and removes all of these bad things that are happening all over our body, inflammation, cellular aging. It gets rid of them. You don't want those things inside of you because, like I said, they're creating more inflammation that the heart disease and the metabolic disease already is creating, and it gets rid of them. So obviously, very, very important for longevity. Oh my goodness, I have pop-ups everywhere. So all of that, all of those things that I just said, what do? It's increasing your health span. Very simply put, regular exercise reduces chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, which, what is that? It leads directly to aging and age-related diseases. So guys, so important exercise. So what are the other things that you could do? And I'm really not going to go into much detail on these because I've already taken up a lot of time that I didn't expect to be on here, but sleep. You have what's called a glial lymphatic system in your brain. As you know, lymph nodes, they process and move and assimilate, and they bring fluids in and they get fluids out. You have the same type of system in your brain, glial lymphatic system. It removes toxins overnight while you're asleep. This is why not adequate, but optimal sleep is important, because you don't hit that, or that glial lymphatic system doesn't turn on and remove those toxins out of your brain until you reach a certain point in your sleep cycle. And it's not REM sleep. It's like it's 4 deep, I believe, like cycle 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe it's 4 levels down. So until you reach that cycle, or even if you don't, which is very, very, very bad, you're not removing those toxins, which are going to increase cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases and provide more brain inflammation than already exists. So sleep, very, very important. The next thing is hydration. Your body does not function if it's not well lubricated. What is lubrication? It's water and proper electrolyte balance. If you exercise a lot, which I hope you do, but even if you don't, I think you should still be taking some sort of electrolyte replacement system. I'm not talking about Gatorade. That shit is poison. Don't drink that stuff. And go ahead, ban me. I don't care. It's true. It absolutely is true. It's been shown to be very, very bad for you. Anyway, pinch of sea salt, Himalayan sea salt in water. Stay hydrated. Helps you think more properly. Helps get your circulation going to remove all those toxins, and gives your body the electrolyte balance that it needs to function properly. So the last thing I would say, and there I could add 100 more to this list, but the last thing I'm going to say is you cut out sugary drinks. One of the most toxic, inflammatory things that you can do to your body is drink liquid sugar. Absolutely liquid sugar, like a Coke, like a Gatorade. Guys, studies are there. Anything I share with you, the studies are there. One of the most toxic things that you can participate in is sugary drinks. All right, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to be back really soon with part 2 of seed oils and what is killing us. So that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.